Hello friends, how's it going? Here at Ducati again. This is like Ducati month, I guess. They're having a track day presentation by my friend Sam, and he's running marketing here at Ducati, and he's also a bike fanatic, wonderful photographer, videographer, and all that good stuff. So let's go check it out. I think it's like an hour long, and we'll see if we can grab Sam after he's finished to tell us a little bit about what he did and what they're going to be doing here at Ducati on that kind of education side. So let's go and check it out. All right, friends, we're here with Sam. He just did an awesome job giving a presentation about track days, and it's part of the winter kind of education series they're doing here at Austin Ducati, or is it Ducati Austin?
Ducati Austin.
Yeah. So, Sam, what's up, man? Good to see you.
See you too, man. How you doing?
Pretty good.
It's a good day.
So that was a pretty cool education series there. What, for someone that's new at track days, what's kind of the key, like, top three things they should like?
Why do a track day?
Yeah.
I would tell anybody, if you're a motorcyclist and you are on the street or on the road, there is no reason for you not to do a track day. Track days have a lot of misconceptions to them. Most people think that they're about going fast and being a racer and putting a knee down, and they do incorporate some of that, but the main reason you should do a track day is that it will increase your skill and understanding of the motorcycle, teaches you better riding dynamics, really does bond you with your motorcycle. It's in a safe environment. And again, it goes back to rider training. You got your M1 license, and then you've been riding on the street, you really haven't done any formal training. So it's like taking one boxing class and then thinking that you can box just because you shadow box at home. It doesn't work. You need feedback, you need coaches, you're able to develop your skill set more, and then by degree, it does make you a safer rider out on the road because you are able to sharpen those skills in that controlled environment. So I would advise anybody, just do a track day. If you're new to riding, 1 to 2 track days a year, it makes you a better, safer, smarter, more confident motorcyclist.
And for the track days here locally anyways, what kind of motorcycle should you have? Or is it kind of like you can just ride whatever you got and get it on the track as a beginner?
If you're starting out, my adage is every bike is a track bike. You definitely do want a motorcycle that has street tires. It's like a 90-10 tire or a 100% road tire that start with. Bike that's in good working order, good brakes. But in terms of, you can do your first track day on a big old bagger or an adventure bike. If you start doing them more and more, you will find the limitations of those motorcycles, because those aren't the bikes that are designed to be on a track or to like have that lean angle. So you might end up looking at getting a sport naked, like a Panigale, or sorry, like a Ducati Street Fighter or a Panigale V4.
So a Harley Breakout would not be the right bike.
No, it'd be fine for your first couple track days, but you're going to find the limitations of that motorcycle very quickly. And again, because it's a learning environment for your first couple track days, you're going to be able to learn how to control that motorcycle better than you've ever been able to do out on the road, ever. So every bike is a track bike. It's when you start getting really, really into it that you're going to want a bike that's more situated and set up for track days.
And then, I know this is a really kind of loaded question, but what kind of expense or investment are we looking at on the low end for someone to get involved in a track day approximately? Because there's a lot of variables there, but something.
I would say I'd say for your first track day, whether you're going to a track, like say you live in Austin and you're going to go up to Eagles Canyon and do something with sport rider coaching, I would say with travel, if they do loaner gear, that's cool. But if it's travel, fuel, lodging, hotel, track fee, coaching, $1,500. Do $1,500, and then like if you're doing here local to Austin and you're doing a track day at Circuit of the Americas, Ride Smart for sure has loaner gear that you can get: suit, gloves, boots. You provide your own helmet and a motorcycle. COTA is the most expensive track day in the United States, but still around for the whole weekend. It's like $1,500 if you're doing it really tight. If even if you're renting a trailer from U-Haul, $1,500 I think is really kind of the starting point. But you want to think about it not from like, oh, this is a really expensive thing to do this one day. This is an investment in yourself as a motorcyclist. So that's $1,500 into you becoming a better, stronger, safer motorcyclist. And I'll tell anybody, if you got a wife, kids, family, that's your justification, is that it makes you safer.
Yeah, that's good information, because people, just like buying a motorcycle, people when they're young and they have limited, means, they might say, "Oh, I'm saving for this bike and it costs $5,000," but then they're not thinking about insurance, registration, helmet, gloves, jacket, all the other things that go along with it. So that's nice that you kind of threw that in there too. You got to think about where you're going to sleep. If you got a trailer out here or come here and you're not living like down the street from the track, hotel and this and that and all the other things that go along with it. That's cool.
Again, check with all of your race organizations. There are race organizations where you can camp at certain tracks. And if you have like an RV or trailer, you can stay in the RV and trailer. If there's a local hotel nearby, you can stay in the hotel. So it's like, you price it out. And a lot of the track organizations that hold track days, they'll have information around where their tracks are, about like what accommodations they have. And at the end of the day, reach out to people in the community. Myself, Vito, all of us here at Ducati Austin, we do track days quite frequently. We are very much embedded in the track community, and we love it. Because we do it so much, we're a pretty damn good resource for all the things that you need to know about doing a track day.
Now, I've talked to people that say like, "Oh, I used to ride street, but I started doing track, and now that's all I do. I don't ride street anymore."
Yeah.
So I mean, that's kind of odd for me, because I want to go out and go on the hill country with my buddies and go have breakfast. But what is it about a track day that actually will improve a rider's abilities? I know it's a controlled environment, which is key, but beyond that, what would make you a better, like, okay, I'm doing some track days and now I'm riding better in the hill country?
Yeah.
How does that transfer over? What part of it?
I mean, the dynamics. So if you ever go through a sweeper or a tight technical corner or anything like that out in the real world, you're going to be doing that at a higher speed, a higher lean angle, and everything like that on a racetrack, right? Not that you're racing, but you're going to be able to really know. You'll be able to really, like at a track, you lean your bike over a lot more. You're able to practice a lot more body positioning. You're never going to really use the same level of speed and lean angle on the street. You can, but if you're a disciplined approach rider, listen, I ride on the street like a goon, but I also know that like I don't have the same traction. I know there's more hazards. There are way bigger issues. I have a lot more to lose on the street than I do on the racetrack, right? The track itself is also the best pavement, the best traction. So I don't, even if I'm pushing 8/10 on the racetrack, I'm only going 5/10, 6/10 on the street. There's way more things to worry about. But the thing that translates over is the dynamic control. You know that you can lean that bike over more. You know that your body position is better. You know how to judge distance and speed and slowing down better. You know how much more you can get out of your brakes because you've practiced all of that at the track. I'm a more cautious, chill street rider because I get to go really stupid fast at a racetrack. I get to have that outlet. I don't need I don't need to prove myself on the street. I don't care to. There are a lot of people that do. I don't ride with those folks. I don't care. And again, it's a risk management system.
Sure.
I have a low level of risk at a racetrack, and if I go off, my bike's not going to get completely destroyed. If I go off on 2222, my bike goes into the side of a cliff, it's done, right? Like, I've crashed my bike once or twice at Coda, and I've been able to rebuild it. So the skill dynamics shift over, and the people who I only do track days, it's because riding on the street is just more dangerous. There's more hazards, there's more traction hazards, there's more vehicle hazards, there's a lot more people not paying attention, there's curbs, there's there's cliffs, it's just
critters.
Deer, it's a whole thing, man. It's riskier. So I'm becoming one of those people where I do track days and I ride dirt, and that's where I go. And when I'm riding my motorcycle, I'll occasionally go out on a hill country ride. I'll go mile up one of our demo bikes here at the shop, but I'm not riding street or traveling nearly as much as I used to.
That's a good point you made about kind of getting that out of your system on the track, and then when you go on the street, the hill country, you can enjoy the environment more and kind of chill and enjoy the ride on the bike instead of gritting down and getting into that corner and hoping there's no sand in the corner or something like that.
Don't get me wrong though, I still get after it when I go out on the street, but it's also just I've been riding for so long that I'm starting to notice after 25 years of riding that my desire to do certain things on motorcycles is shifting slightly, and I've learned to embrace that. I bought a sports car so I can do carboy shit, and I like that. I wanted to try that. So it's everybody has a different phase in their career, and I've done so much in my career, and I want to do a couple other stuff, and it's I've traveled everywhere. I've done so much, and it's I always tell people though, it's there's no right way or wrong way to pursue your career in motorcycling, but there are smart things to do, and one of those I really believe is learn how to ride a dirt bike and go do track days. Those two things you do heavily.
I liked during the presentation how you brought up, because I don't think a lot of people think about it, important things are tires and suspension, but the more important thing that I liked you brought up was the fact of weight. So you're on this bike, there's a suspension set up for you. Are you 150 pounds or are you 250?
Right.
I don't think people necessarily think about my suspension needs to be dialed in for me or even changed because I'm too big, I'm too heavy.
No,
that was pretty cool.
Most motorcycles are sprung for rider weights between 145, 150 pounds up to around 190 pounds. I am 245 pounds. I'm 6'5". I did a whole suspension swap on my Tiger 800. I am at the upper level limits of what my triple can do, to the point where it's a little sketchy and dangerous on track at this point. So it's getting your suspension looked at by a professional, kind of getting that feedback from somebody like us here at Ducati Austin or our entire race team. Race mechanics. We have a great staff here, and that's really important. Tires, of course. What are you using the motorcycle for? What are you doing with it? These are all the variable questions that you got to ask and answer. But get a new set of tires if you're gonna go do a track day. We sell Pirellis here. I love my Conti Race Attack 2s. I love Pirelli Super Courses. They're designed for what they're designed for. If I'm going to go off-road, right now I'm running the Mitas EO7 Dakars on my Scrambler, and that tire hooks up great in the dirt, the gravel, mud. I dig it. So tires and suspension, that's a whole other video. That's a whole other topic, because it can get real. You can get real in it, and suspension setup for Coda is different than suspension setup for Eagles Canyon for me. So it's that's a big topic, but it's a fun one, and it's even more fun once you start to experience it. But if you're just getting into track days, your stock suspension is going to be fine, even if you have rebound, preload, and compression settings. You might click them out a little bit. You might find a little bit with Roger or our team. Sure, but the key is get to the track. At least do a couple of them. Feel how your bike is behaving, see where there's options for it to be a little bit better, because at the end of the day, we can all be a little bit better. Our bike can be a little bit better. You can be a little bit better, and have the humility to know that you probably suck on a motorcycle. Most of us are really overconfident. I was, for sure, when I got into motorcycling. And then I got humbled by some incredible riders, just absolutely incredible. And I was like, I'm a solid 8. And then I met these people. And I was like, I fucking suck, dude. I'm a 4. And then you learn, and then you grow. And even today, I'm like probably a solid 6, 7. So, but go do a track day. Just go do a track.
Sam, thanks a bunch, man.
Awesome, dude. See y'all down the road.
All right, guys, well, that's it. They're wrapping up there back behind me. There's still some people hanging out for that education seminar, track days, awesome stuff. Great job, Sam. Hope you enjoyed that, and we'll see you again next time. Hopefully there'll be some more education stuff coming out, and the weather's picking up, and it's getting nicer here. We're getting 80-degree days today. Beautiful day to ride, and that's it. Subscribe, thumbs up, all that great stuff. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. See you next time. Later.